Y'all already know who it is. It's your girl Sugar Now, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Need Some Sugar podcast Mother's Day episode. First and foremost, happy Mother's Day to all my mothers out there, and most importantly, bitch, happy Mother's Day to me. I be tired, okay? Because bitch, I am a mother for real. Now, on this week's episode, I'm going to cover the Dave Chapelle attack, Roe versus Wade being overturned, my thoughts on the Met Gala, Bad Boys LA, and then my guilty pleasure, South Central Baddies LA. I really cannot wait to talk to y'all about that. And then at the end of today's episode, I'm definitely going to have a sound off about being a mother and specifically being a single mother. And then I might give y'all some insight on how it feels to be a mother to a child with special needs. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so first thing up for discussion is the Dave Chapelle attack. So Dave Chapelle was doing a comedy show, don't ask me where, and a man ran on stage and bum rushed him, and Dave Chapelle and his security stopped that man out. Okay. Now, I'm not from the South, but the way that man got his ass whooped, you cannot say he got stomped out. You got to say that man got stomped at. Okay. Listen, if y'all have not went on Instagram, like go on the Shade Room or something like that, you can even Google the Dave Chapelle attack and you will see the pictures of this man arm. Like it looked like they beat him so bad that his arm fell off and then they had to give his arm back to him and they put it on backwards. His elbow is facing forward. Like, y'all, the picture is crazy and it's funny, and that's what the fuck he get. Do not run up on stage and attack nobody. Is you crazy? Like, and I also seen on Twitter where someone said, don't, or not don't, but someone said basically, I live for this era of celebrities letting people know who the fuck they are and where the fuck they came from. And I stand by that wholeheartedly because if I get famous, or not if, when I get famous, trust and believe my fame is not going to change me like on the inside. Because just because I'm famous won't mean that if you put your hands on me, I'm not going to hit you back. I'm still that bitch that's going to whoop your ass, you know? So like, and then you can't really sue me because it'll be self-defense. So try again, ho. But yeah, Dave Chapelle and his security team whooped that man's ass from here to there. And I was here for it. I wasn't mad about it. I wasn't mad at all. Y'all got to go see the pictures though. The pictures are so fucking funny. And then supposedly like 2 years ago, the man made a song dissing Dave Chapelle. Like, so it's like he planned this and I don't know. He planned to attack, but he got attacked. He planned to run up on stage and got ran over and ran on. It looked like they stampeded that man. Is that even a word? Stampeded? Who gives a fuck? It's a word today. But yeah, definitely check out those pictures. It's funny as hell. You'll get a good chuckle out of that. Now, moving on. I know I said that I was going to talk about the Met Gala. I'm not talking about the Met Gala itself, and I'm not going to cover everybody's looks. I just want to let y'all know, please Google Cardi B Met Gala 2022 because sis ate, okay? Cardi looked fucking amazing. Her dress was like all gold chains and emblems, and I think on her hands there were rings that spelled Cardi because you know Cardi is 5 letters, so that went perfectly. Like, and then she pulled up with I believe Donatella Versace and in a Versace covered, like it was wrapped. I think it was a Corvette or something. Regardless, it was a drop top, whatever the fuck it was. They pulled up and it was like wrapped in Versace print. Listen, my good sis Cardi looked fucking good, okay? And then also I do want to say about the Met Gala, like people's panties is in a bunch. Their coochies are dirty and itchy because Kim Kardashian wore Marilyn Monroe's infamous dress that she wore when she sang Happy Birthday to President JFK in sometime in the 60s. Don't quote me. I didn't do my research on that. But regardless, shit is in shambles because Kim Kardashian wore the dress and they're saying that she shouldn't have wore it because it's worth millions of dollars and da 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 da. And my thing about shit like that is like, I get it's a piece of history, but are we really going to make it a huge issue because someone is wearing an article of clothing? Like, one of these episodes, I'm going to get really deep into like materialistic things being so valuable to people where it literally fucks with their mental and it fucks up their day, where that materialistic things are damaged. But I need us to get that together as a people, okay? I need us to understand that sometimes materialistic things are not worth your peace mentally. So chill off Kim Kardashian, okay? Like, relax. She wore the fucking dress. I'm pretty sure they put it or restored it back to however it needed to be after she took the shit off. She says she lost like 15, 20 pounds trying to fit into it. So let's just, give sis her little flowers for losing weight to just fit in the fucking dress. Okay. And I'm pretty sure they didn't let her fuck it up. So everybody, you know, untangle your drawers and sit down, have a drink, breathe. Fuck. Now, I do want to get into something serious really fast. I'm not going to go too deep into Roe versus Wade possibly being overturned. But basically, if Roe versus Wade is overturned, then that means that abortions will be put into the hands of the states on whether or not they're going to be illegal. So I know a lot of people are saying that Roe versus Wade makes abortion illegal in the United States. That is not true. They're making it not a constitutional issue, but a state issue. So, for example, I'm from New Jersey. If New Jersey government decides that they want to make abortion illegal, then abortions will be illegal in New Jersey. But then someone can and might, even though this is not encouraged and it's illegal, someone can drive to Delaware if Delaware says abortions are still legal out there. Also, the danger about them overturning this is safe abortions in that state are going to now be no longer. People are still going to get abortions. They know this. However, safe abortions are going to be out the window and people are going to go to backdoor places and get, unsafe abortions with non-licensed people, and it could possibly kill them or fuck their body up so bad they may never be able to have kids in the future if they decide that they're ready to have kids at that time. So that's why, voting is very important. Vote in all your local, state elections and make sure that you get the right people that have the same ideas as you into offices, okay? Like, I just want y'all to understand that Roe versus Wade being overturned is kind of a big deal. So next time there's elections in your state, please participate. Don't think your vote does not matter. Your vote does matter, bitch. And don't let me see you talking shit about a decision that could have been helped with your vote. Okay? If that made sense. Now, on to a lighter topic, okay? The Bad Boys LA. It is on the Zeus network. Y'all, this fucking show has there's like no real point to it. There's no story. It's not very cohesive. However, this is my guilty pleasure along with the next show I'm going to talk about, okay? Now, on this week's episode, hairstylist Jonathan Wright came in, right? Now, mind you guys, the whole time Milan Christopher has been a bully. He's been acting like he's the shit. He's been acting like, he's the leader. He got the master bedroom. He's on his high horse, which is fine because sometimes we get big-headed. However, when Jonathan came in, Milan, it looked like he was shitting his drawers, honey. Milan, all that tough shit went right out the fucking window. He was just looking and talking about what's up, stink, and after he done tried to whoop Carry-On's ass a whole bunch of times, aka Kirk Franklin's son. He was trying to whoop his ass a couple of times. Like, somebody pointed out that they was on the bus from the studio for 45 minutes to almost an hour, and Milan was still fucking mad. Now, I don't know about y'all, but sometimes when I'm mad, I could be mad for a long time. However, for me to be on a car ride 45 fucking minutes and something wasn't that serious, when I get there, I'm not mad no more. Like I said on last week's episode, I just won't fuck with you. But I'm not mad no more. I'm just not going to fuck with you. But Milan really pressed Carry-On because he saw that Carry-On's not a fighter. Carry-On, is not really going to go back and forth with him or whoop his ass like somebody else might, like Gutta K. Okay? But Milan was just doing too much. But when Jonathan walked in, Milan calmed piped all that shit down. And then at the end of the episode, he fucking called one of his friends. And then we see on the preview for next week's episode that Jonathan gonna whoop him and his friend's ass. So Milan, that's what the fuck you get. Don't be acting like a bully. And then when the bigger bully come in there, you get all quiet. Because what a real bitch would have did was, yeah, I'm a bully and I think I could beat everybody's ass, or I'm applying pressure to everybody and I'm going to apply pressure to you, even though I see that you on the same type time I'm on, because I'm the type of person, I don't think I could beat everybody, right? But if a bitch that I know might be on my same wavelength comes in, I get along with everybody. But I'm just saying, if I was Milan, if I'm already on that type time where I feel like I'm going to fight everybody, I don't give a fuck if you look like you could beat me. I'm going to try to fight you too. I'm not gonna back down, but you really saw Milan pussy pedal, not pussy pedal. What is it called? Back pedal and pussy pop when Jonathan came in there. Milan shut all that shit down in his head, all that tough shit, and then Jonathan wanted to share, the master bedroom with Milan, and Milan was like, "Oh, I don't got no issue with you. I'm just not sharing the room." Da 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 da. Milan, you bitched up. Let's admit it. Jonathan, I don't want to say he took an L for the night, but he was like, fuck it. I'm going to go to the hotel. We'll figure this shit out in the morning because he did show up late at night. So, long story short, on next week's episode, Milan brings his little friend over there. Jonathan still wants the room. And Jonathan's going to whoop ass and take names. And I can't wait to see it. Now, last but not least on this week's topics, my guilty pleasure is the show called South Central Baddies LA. Now, this is the most low budget, ranky dank. The show looks like it stinks through my fucking iPad screen. Okay. It's on now that's TV. It's it's a website, and I believe they do have an app, but they're not paying me for promo. So I'm just gonna give y'all the name. Now that's TV. Google it, bitch. Or Google South Central Baddies LA. That's all I'm gonna give to you. But regardless, y'all gotta watch this show. It's just bitches in a house. It's very low budget. The mics on the thing don't work. And like no one is mic'd up. It's just the audio from I guess the cameras that they're using to record. It looks like they're recording on the cheapest cameras that you can get at Walmart, okay? And the bitches on there, like I'm not there, none of them, I wouldn't say any of them are ugly. I never call a woman ugly. However, they look like they don't bathe every day, but they look cool. They do look cool. Like they look like some bitches from the hood that I'll fuck with. You know what I mean? But it's like for this to be a TV show, there's this one bitch on there. I think her name TT or something like that. That bitch in every episode, that bitch is in a bonnet. That bitch is in a bonnet or a scarf, and she's wearing a hoodie and some fucking biker shorts. Like they was on the beach. They had a beach day. Like the rest of the bitches is, in a bathing suit, got their hair done, looking nice because they know they about to be on camera. This bitch walks up with a fucking sports bra on, a hoodie, some biker shorts, and her hair in a bonnet. And then she ended up fighting a bitch. But can I blame her? No, because she looked like a bitch that'll fight a bitch at the beach. Like she walked up just, looking like, hey, I rolled out of bed and I'm ready to roll on your ass. But y'all have to. There's another bitch on there. She wants to be called ET, but on the show, her name is Scarface. She fights everybody on the fucking show. She punks everybody. She's like, I don't want to call her a bully because she doesn't really like mess with people. But basically, she be whooping ass and taking names too. But I just don't like shit like that. Like I know if I was in a setting like that, I probably would fight a lot because them bitches on there just fight for no fucking reason. Like they just fight to fight. And then a lot of them are in gangs. And then they just added Blueface's little girlfriend, Krishan Rock. I love her. People hate her. I love her. She is so fucking pretty. And then her laugh is infectious. Like when she laughs, I laugh too. And she just be high as hell all the time, just grooving. And also, she whooped this big bitch ass on the show named Bambi. Y'all have to please, y'all watch that fucking show because I might be talking about it more often on this podcast. Please watch the fucking show, please. Okay, because the girl Bambi, she walked upstairs and was like, "What was said? What you say?" Because I feel like I be praying to God not to whoop bitches' asses and bitches like that. Y'all know a bitch like that be talking all this rah rah shit. Man, Krishan was just staring at her and then just took off on that bitch. She punched her right in her fucking mouth. And in the next episode after that, that bitch's mouth was swole. Okay, so I don't know if something else happened. I don't want to definitely say it was because Krishan punched her in her mouth, but on the next episode, Bambi's mouth was swollen. Bambi's mouth was sure as hell swollen. Then she kept trying to give her attitude and poke her chest out at Krishan. But girl, she damn near, won y'all fight. So I don't want to say she beat her up, but she won that fight. So it's like, girl, you see, she's not scared of you. She hit you first and she won that round. So it's like, girl, she's not scared of you. Stop trying to poke your chest out at that bitch because it's not affecting her. But y'all, please watch South Central Baddies LA on Now That's TV. It's the same network that Big Lex show, Big Lex Baddie Collection is on. Like that's another one of my shows that I love. but that's not on no more. I don't know how many episodes it is, but that's over. I think they're about to start recording season 2 and they're going to be in Puerto Rico. Regardless, I'm watching. I'm here for the ratchet shit. I like ratchet shit. Like I said, South Central Baddies LA look like it stink. Very low budget. They almost in the first episode or second episode, they got kicked out of the Airbnb. Like because they said they made the reservation for 5 people, 1 adult and 4 children, and the Airbnb owner said that he's looking at the cameras and there's 26 adults in there and it's a party, and they're like, "Oh no, it's not a party. This is my family." What? Like this is why I'm talking about low budget. Why would y'all show this that y'all almost got kicked out of the Airbnb, and then you could tell that they did get kicked out because in the next couple episodes they're in like 2 or 3 different houses. So what I think is going on is they get an Airbnb, film an episode, get another Airbnb, film an episode. And then I think these bitches go home at nighttime and come back because the Airbnb guy was like, yeah, there's 13 cars outside. Da, da, da. All that ain't production because these bitches be riding around in a big rapist van. Y'all know what I mean when I say rapist van, them big white vans with the double doors, the 15 passenger vans. But yeah, they be riding around in a big van, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, like, it's obvious that these bitches be driving their cars to these houses, recording these episodes, and going home. Like I said, low budget, guilty pleasure. I love it. I feel like I probably could be friends with all them bitches for real, because they're funny and they're cool and they're regular, hood bitches. But for it to be an actual reality TV show, I don't know what the fuck happened just now, but yeah, for it to be that, fuck no. Like I said, guilty pleasure. That means I ain't supposed to be watching it. I ain't supposed to indulge, but I am any fucking way. Regardless, check that out. Check Bad Boys LA out. Go on Google and look at the Met Gala looks. Check out Roe versus Wade, see if any of your state elections are coming up, and make sure you participate. Make sure you are registered to vote. And also Google that picture of the man who fucking attacked Dave Chapelle, because his arm is on backwards and I can't nobody tell me otherwise. Now let's get into this week's sound off. I'm going to talk about being a mother. Then I might cover being a single mother, and then I might wrap this bitch up with being a single mother to a child with special needs, which that is me. Okay? So being a mother is hard in general, no matter who you are, no matter how many kids you have. I am here to let you know you're doing a great fucking job. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't let anyone tell you how to raise your kids. Raise your kids how you want to raise your fucking kids. And pat yourself on the back, because being a mother is hard. Okay. We have to make decisions for little humans that might impact them for the rest of their lives. So having that on your shoulders is hard enough. If you drink a glass of wine every fucking night, or if you smoke weed every night after your kids go to bed, you goddamn deserve it. Don't let anybody make you feel guilty about anything that goes on with your kids unless you're putting your kids in harm. Then, bitch, I might smack you. But if you're making the best decisions for your kids every day, I applaud you. I respect you. Keep doing what the fuck you're doing. You're a great fucking mom. Happy Mother's Day, like I said. Now, for my single mothers, okay? This one's for us. Now, my baby dad might disagree with me saying that I'm a single mom, but if I let y'all know what goes on in our co-parenting relationship, and I'm doing air quotes right now, y'all would agree with me that I'm a single mom. But because coming around when you feel like it, sometimes maybe getting your daughter every couple months, I'm a single mom because I take care of my daughter financially by myself as well. Anyway, being a single mom is hard. Okay. It's harder than just being a mother, because if you're a mother and you have the father active in the child's life, and the father is, getting the child and stuff like that, you're not a single mom if the father is actively helping you and supporting the child as well. I'm sorry. If you think you're a single mom because the child just lives with you and doesn't live with the father, but the father gets the child often, you're not a single mom. And also, you're not a single mom if the father does all that and helps financially still. Okay. I'm talking about the single moms where the dads pop in and out when they want to, don't help financially. You can't depend on them when you need a babysitter. You got to call your family. That's who a single mom is. She's doing the damn thing on her own, figuring it out whether the dad can help or not. Okay? To my single moms, I applaud. I respect. You are the best. Keep doing your fucking thing, okay? I want to give y'all, I want to big y'all up and give y'all flowers while y'all still can smell them, okay? Because being a single mom is fucking hard. You have no one to call. They're like, if your kid needs to be disciplined, let's say you might have some family support system, but you might not. If your kid needs to learn something, like I'm going to be honest with you, there are certain things that a child can learn from different people. Your child might not always learn everything from you. It is good for your child to be around, their dad, their grandmoms, their grandpops. Like they can learn different things from different family members. Now, I'm not telling you to give your child just to anybody so they can just learn around the world. No, I'm just saying, like, you might be working so much and your mom says, "Hey, I'll watch the baby for you while you work." While you're at work, your mom is helping your child potty train. That's something that you could have done, yes, but you just don't have the time to. So that's why they say it's very important that it takes a village, or they say that it takes a village to raise a kid, right? So what happens if you really don't have that village? You have to do everything on your own. And sometimes some things are missed, or some things aren't done during a time, or during a time frame, I should say, that you wanted to. Just know you're doing a great fucking job, and you're doing what you can do with the time that you're given for your kid, or slash kids if you have more than one. Single moms, keep doing your shit, okay? Now, I myself am a single mom to a child, or of a child with special needs. I wouldn't really know how to word that, but basically, I'm a single mom and my child has special needs. Y'all, I be fucking tired. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be very honest and open. It is exhausting. Okay. Like, for example, my daughter is 7 years old. She'll be 8 in September. My daughter is still in pull ups. Do y'all know how exhausting it is to change a 7-year-old? Y'all know babies start to fucking move around and roll around and try to fight you to get the diaper on at a couple months. Imagine a 7-year-old in a pull up. My daughter is strong as hell and she's thick as shit. Like, my daughter is going to be chubby when she grows up, okay? Because I could tell by her body frame, she's going to have some weight to her. My daughter's legs are thick and they're heavy, and she's 7, so she knows how to control her legs and she knows what's going on. And when I'm trying to change her pull up, y'all, that itself is exhausting. So physically, taking care of a child with special needs is exhausting. Because my daughter, the best way for me to explain it is taking care of my daughter is like taking care of a 2-year-old. I want to say, yeah, it's like taking care of a 2-year-old. When we go places, I still have to pack her a diaper bag. I have to bring diapers, wipes, seizure medications. So her regular seizure medications that she gets twice a day, and then also her rescue medications I have to bring. What else? I have to bring a change of clothes. I sometimes I always pack an extra pair of shoes, socks, like snacks, something to drink. So I still have to pack my daughter a diaper bag. Also, like, putting her in the tub, feeding her, all that. Like, my daughter can eat finger foods by herself, but as far as something like cereal, oatmeal, spaghetti, something that requires a spoon or a fork, I still have to help her every day. So doing that now for 7, almost 8 years straight, y'all, I'm tired. It is hard sometimes because as a parent of a child, certain things get easier, right? So once your kid is out of diapers, you're like, oh my God, thank God I don't have to change diapers no more. Da 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 da. But it's like, imagine 7, 8 years where you are changing diapers and you don't know exactly when you will stop changing diapers. Now, I'm trying to potty train her, but it's very hard because it's like she knows what's going on, but she doesn't at the same time. So sometimes I think I get lucky that she'll pee or poop in the toilet, but I'm not exactly sure if she knows that this is where you're supposed to do it all the time, and let me know when you have that urge because I'll sit you on the toilet. I'm Every time I sit her on the toilet though, I do, flush the toilet and wash her hands even if she didn't pee or poop in the toilet, I still want her to get used to that routine. Like, hey, when you sit on the toilet, once you're done, you get up, you flush, you go wash your hands. So I'm definitely getting her used to stuff like that. But y'all, it's just things like that that I have to do on the daily with my child that are exhausting, you know? Like, and I don't mean exhausting like, oh, I'm tired of my baby and I'm tired of taking care of my baby. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is literally doing that by yourself day in and day out, weeks, months with no real help. After a while, you get tired and you need a break. And then it sucks sometimes when you can't really get that break that you need. Like me, honestly, if you ask me, like, Sugar, how long do you need for, like, how long do you need us to get the baby where you feel like you could take like a mental health break and just relax? You're not cleaning up after anybody, you're not cooking, you're not worrying about medicine, none of that. Like, how long do you need? I would tell you 2 weeks. I would love 2 weeks because the first couple of days, of course, I'm going to clean up. I'm sorry. I know I said that. That's not something that we should do, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean up. I'm going to get my house in order. But then after those 2 days, 2 or 3 days where I'm cleaning up and running errands, the rest of my 2 weeks, bitch, I am relaxing. I'm getting drunk. Okay. While I'm in this house by myself, I'm going to have me a couple glasses of wine and I'm just going to relax and watch movies and stuff while I take a break. You know, I feel like every mother deserves a break. Every fathers, I got y'all on Father's Day. Okay. I got y'all. But this ain't about y'all. This is Mother's Day. Mothers, we need a fucking break. And if you're a mother that has a great support system and you feel like you can get a break, take your fucking break. It'll help. You'll feel better. It's like taking a big breath in or a deep breath in and, blowing it out. You'll feel wonderful. Okay? That was my little piece. I got real deep there. Y'all felt that? Y'all felt that in your chests? I know y'all felt that in y'all chest because I felt that in mine. I started to run out of breath a little bit and I started to get a little emotional. But back to what I was saying, like, yes, I'm a single mom to a child with special needs, but I love my baby. My baby is smart. My baby has so much personality. Like, I could tell when she gets older, she is going to be the life of the party, like me. She's going to be the center of attention, like me. Even if she doesn't try, people are still going to be drawn towards her. Like, my daughter's personality is so lit. Like, I don't even know if that's something you should say about your child, but that's the best way for me to describe my daughter's personality. Like, she is funny. And also, my daughter is smart. For my baby to have special needs, she is fucking smart. And no one can ever tell me otherwise. And no one can ever take that away from my baby. She knows how to identify letters and numbers. She knows her ABCs. She can say about herself, she can identify them. Like, if you pull out the letter B and ask her, what is this? She'll say B. And then if you ask her what B is for, she'll give you a word that starts with B. Okay. She knows how to identify numbers 1 through 7. So if you show her a 3 and then a 7 and then a 1 and then a 5, she'll tell you exactly what numbers those are. Okay. My baby is doing the damn thing and I am so proud of her. And also, I'm going to turn that around on myself too. I'm proud of myself because no matter how exhausted I am for the physical things that I have to do with my baby, mentally, I am raising a respectful little girl. And also, her special needs don't make me look at her any differently, if that makes sense. Like, I don't really coddle my daughter. Like, if something is going on and my daughter is whining, I treat her like a normal child and I'll look at her and I'll say, why are you whining? That's another big thing with me and my daughter. I do not baby talk to my daughter. I don't give her the little voice. I gentle parent with her. I will say that because I don't really yell at her and nothing like that. I don't curse at her. I don't really get frustrated with her that often. I do gentle parent with her. I try to talk her through her emotions because one thing about my daughter is she'll get very, very, very worked up. And even if the problem is solved, she's so worked up, she has to calm herself down. Like, she has to calm down before she realizes, oh shit, everything is okay now. Like, she will literally cry for 20 minutes because her iPad died. You could put it on the charger and give her the iPad now on and play the video, and she still will be crying because she's worked herself up so bad. So, regardless, I'm going off on a tangent. With all that being said, me dealing with all that, you mothers out there dealing with whatever you're dealing with your children, you deserve a break. I'm proud of everything you're doing. Give yourself a pat on the back. If you're a man listening to this or anyone listening to this and you don't have a child, but you know a mother, give them a break. Fuck flowers, fuck chocolate, fuck candy, fuck a bear. Don't give them no monetary gifts. Give them a break. I bet you they'll appreciate the break more than a goddamn bear or some flowers or a card that says Happy Mother's Day with well, you can still get them some money. I ain't never gonna turn down no money now, but give them a break. I bet you that'll be the best gift that they've ever gotten. A fucking break. I saw up and down TikTok mothers saying, "Oh, people keep asking me what I want for Mother's Day. A break. Give it to them. Leave the goddamn house. Take the goddamn kids. Let her sit in the house all day by herself." Y'all think something? Mother's Day cookouts are cool, but I'd rather be by my goddamn self. I want to be able to sleep in my bed with no interruptions. None. I want to be able to drink my wine. No interruptions. None. Any other extracurricular activities that you ladies do, I know you don't want no interruptions. And I want y'all to do the damn thing. I want y'all to do the damn thing. And y'all better do the damn thing. And y'all better comment on this podcast or on the Instagram page, which is Sugar Podcast. That's SUGGAHPODCAST. And I want y'all to let me know what y'all did for Mother's Day. Okay. And I better see a plethora of comments saying that y'all got a break. And thank you for suggesting that and yada, yada, yada. Okay. Now, I want to close out this segment by saying, once again, Happy Mother's Day. Once again, I'm proud of you. You are doing the damn thing. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let anyone tell you how to raise your kids. You're doing a great job. You're making the best decisions that you can. You are trying, and I see you, and I'm proud. Okay? Fuck all the other bullshit. All right, and that is it for this week's episode. I want to thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. Once again, happy Mother's Day. Also, follow us on Instagram. You can find us at Sugar Podcast on Instagram, SUGGAHPODCAST, and Needs with an S, Needs Some Sugar Podcast on Facebook. You also can listen to this podcast on Spotify and Amazon Music. We're working on Apple Podcasts now, but they're taking a little while, okay? But we will be available on Apple Podcasts soon. Please head over to our Instagram and or Facebook pages and let us know what you thought about this week's episode. I definitely want to hear you guys' feedback. And also a special announcement, I will be working on video. Okay, I will be working on recording myself doing the podcast so y'all can see my pretty face, because I'm not just no ugly hoe behind a mic. I am pretty and I want y'all to see me. Okay. All right. I want to thank everyone once again for listening to this week's podcast. Bitch, you better come back for episode 3. And I want you to have a good day. Bye.